Have you ever had the feeling that you knew what someone was going to say just before he said it? Or have you ever walked into a strange room and had the sensation that you'd been there before? Well, if you have, you've taken a small step beyond. Now watch a giant step. Sooner or later, each of us feels the need to escape. The country folk go to the city folk go to the country. This, for example, is a very pleasant form of escape. Here on this mountaintop, we are a mere 10 miles from a city of 80,000 people, each of whom, like us, has fashioned a small cage of reality out of the chaos of unreality. Each of whom, like us, lives his life by the steady, reassuring ticking of the clock, forgetting that the clock is merely man's invention, and that tomorrow is a creation of the human mind, forgetting that there is only the constant now. But if that be true, where does that leave yesterday? Now here comes a man from that city below, that city of ticking clocks, who is about to escape his cage of reality.
Ellen? Ellen?
Tight with the stamp of the U.S. government.
You scared me.
Why?
Well, first the telephone call, and then I came up to an empty house.
So you thought I got roaring drunk and fell off the mountain? Well, I didn't. I went out for a walk. I love it here. It's so wild and lonely. Always seems such a joke. The full bottle is proof that I have a will of iron.
You look absolutely wonderful.
But 5 days in the country won't do for some people.
What did you want to talk to me about, Ellen? What was so urgent?
I checked with the hospital today. Mr. Pearson goes home at the end of the week.
I knew that.
Harry, when I think of how close I came to killing that man.
Well, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I didn't even see him. I was so drunk he wasn't even a blur.
Now, come on, Ellen.
What next? What new escapade for the madcap alcoholic? Maybe a school bus, wipe out the whole kindergarten, really hit the jackpot. No. I'm not smashing into anything, Harry.
Of course you won't.
I'm through nearly killing people, of shouting drunken curses in police stations, of being bundled into straitjackets and whipped off to sanitariums. Oh, and seeing lovely little goodies drift through the walls. Oh, I didn't tell you. Last time I was pursued by an open coffin. Now, that's a little more original than bats and pink elephants, wouldn't you say? Fun and games are over. Guess why?
I don't know why, but I'm sure I'm in favor of it.
Because I've stopped kidding myself about us.
About us?
Harry, I have a little speech to make. A simple, sober little speech which couldn't be phoned in and which should have been said 500 drinks ago. I don't need alcohol anymore. I don't need you anymore. I mean it, Harry.
You mean what?
I mean, at last I've faced the truth. It's a tired little cliche, isn't it? But that's just what happened. And I don't need to drink instead, and I don't need to have an affair instead, and I don't need anything instead.
Where's the other bottle of booze?
Oh, so I'm drunk. Want me to walk a straight line, officer? Because I can.
Ellen, this is all a lot of female emotionalism. Now, it's probably your hormones or something. Why don't you stay up here for the rest of the week, the way that Dr. Mason told you to?
I intend to.
And then what?
I don't know what then. Maybe get the governor to declare a goodbye Harry week with parades and dancing in the streets.
Ellen, I know what's wrong with us, and so do you.
Indeed, I do. 17 years times 365 days times 24 hours, drip, drip, drip.
No, Ellen, I'm sorry. It's not that simple.
Mind if we skip that?
You want to sweep it all under the rug again and pretend it doesn't exist?
I don't even think about that anymore.
You don't talk about it. You drink instead.
Spare me the amateur analysis.
Ellen, where was I when we became strangers?
Right here.
You've never believed me.
Nope.
What do you want me to do, stand on my head?
Oh, let's not talk about it.
You never
anymore.
want to talk about it.
Oh, and I don't want to fight.
I'm not fighting. Lovers fight.
We better be getting back. The way it's snowing, the road may be closed pretty soon.
Would it be that much of a catastrophe if I spent the night here?
Harry, it wouldn't be any more of a catastrophe than every night.
I think I like you better when you're drunk.
Oh, no, you don't.
Excuse me. I'm trying to reach Portersville, but I got lost in all this snow.
Where's your car?
It's down the road. I've been driving around in circles for I don't know how long.
You should have turned left about 2 miles back. This is a dead end. Yes?
It's me again. It'll take me 10 years to get out of these hills, and this is the only house I can find anywhere around here. Would you mind if I used your telephone?
I'm all alone here.
My wife's in the hospital.
There's an emergency phone just as you turn off the highway.
Well, how am I going to find it in all this snow?
I told you, I'm all alone.
Thanks a lot.
Young man.
Huh?
Of course you may use the phone. Help yourself. It's right over here.
Thanks.
I'm sorry I was so... I'm sorry your wife's in the hospital.
Your phone must be out of order. I dial and dial and nothing happens.
But it was working.
What's the matter? Everything's okay. You better? Okay, that's better. That's better.
How gentle you are. I'd forgotten how gentle you could be.
Are you okay? You sure you're okay? I don't want to leave you alone here. It's 9 o'clock. Visiting hours are over. Well, I don't know what I'd have said to her even if I did see her. It's a boy. Well, I was 100% wrong about that. My wife just had a baby. An 8-pound, 5-ounce girl. Great, big, beautiful kid. Except she was dead. I only saw her for a second. She was wrapped up in a little blanket. She looked like a life-size little doll. She had enough hair on her for a 5-year-old. You hand these things out, and everybody slaps you on the back and says, "Congratulations, Dad." My wife congratulated me when they were taking her out of the delivery room. I went over to her, and she wouldn't even let me hold her hand. She said, "Well, this is your lucky day. The baby died."
Your lucky day, I remember. Your lucky day.
She thinks I wanted that.
Didn't you?